Good day everyone, my name is Alex and welcome to a new TV box review. For today I have the latest TV box from Beelink called the R68 II. So this is basically the second generation of the R68 TV box. This one is made out of metal and it has an external antenna and it costs about $75 to $80. So for that $80 we get Amlogic S912, we get 2 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of internal storage and running Android 6. And since I'm talking about the internal storage, out of the 32 gigs of internal storage, we get about 25 left, and the speeds for the internal storage are very good as well. The R68 II comes in a different looking box, and that's a good thing because we see the exact same boxes for all TV boxes these days. On the front of the box, we are going to see a picture of it and some specifications and features on the sides and the back. Inside the box, we are going to find the remote control. The remote control takes two AAA batteries and it's the same remote control that we've seen in the past. And I do recommend using a wireless keyboard and mouse with this TV box for a better experience. Aside from that, we are going to get a very small user guide. So it's going to show you how to hook up the box to the TV. We are also going to get an HDMI cable and a very small power adapter. As I said before, the R68 II is made out of metal and it has an external Wi-Fi antenna. So on the right hand side we are going to find a slot for an SD card, and since this TV box is running Android 6 we can easily install an SD card as internal memory. Aside from that we are going to find two USB ports. On the back of the R68 II we are going to find an external Wi-Fi antenna, and this TV box supports dual band Wi-Fi, and I checked the speeds through a wired connection and over Wi-Fi, and I'm very impressed by the speeds that I got. So even on the 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi network we get some really good speeds. And since this is somewhat related to that Wi-Fi antenna, I also checked Miracast on the R68 II and everything seems to work very good. So I was able to connect with my Xiaomi Mi Note 2 in just a couple of seconds, and scrolling through pictures and looking to basically everything that I have on the phone did work very well. Aside from that, we're going to find a port for the power adapter, the third USB port, the HDMI, network adapter port and the SPDIF. And I checked DTS Sound and Dolby Digital Sound on Kodi, and unfortunately the sound kind of cuts in and out every couple of seconds. So this TV box is still not that good optimized for Kodi. However, if you're planning to watch movies with DTS and Dolby Digital, you can still use the built-in movie player and those files will work just fine without any issues. The Amlogic S912 inside this TV box, it's a very powerful processor, and I checked the results for the Antutu Benchmak, for the Geekbench 4 and the iStorm Extreme, and the results weren't the absolute highest that we've seen in the past. However, they are appropriate for a TV box that has the Amlogic S912 and 2 gigs of RAM. Now that we've seen how this looks from the outside, I'm gonna go ahead and plug it into the TV and I'm gonna start recording the screen. I'm gonna show you how the launcher looks. I'm gonna show you a couple of options in the settings there. I'm gonna show you what languages are supported, and then we'll check out a couple of files, see what video files work good on it, what video files don't. And I'm also gonna do some gaming with it so you can have a better idea how well this does. First of all, the launcher. So we get the exact same launcher that we've seen on many TV boxes in the past. The good thing is that we get a navigation bar at the bottom of the screen, and we can also hide and bring that back up. That means that we also have the notification tab on top. So I'm going to show you what apps come pre-installed. So we don't really get that many apps pre-installed. We basically get Kodi, we get the browser, Kodi made the Play Store right here, the movie player, and that's about it. Everything else I kind of installed myself. For settings, again, it's the same settings app that we've seen for many TV boxes in the past. Here at about we can check the model names. So we have the R68 II, we have the latest security patch coming from June 1st, 2016, and the Android version is 6.0.1. A display here, you can change the screen's resolution, and keep in mind that this will be different depending on the TV that you have connected to that TV box. And for the duration of this video, the HDR mode will be turned off. And here at sounds you can basically check the sound output, so this will depend on the setup that you have at home. I'm going to show you the languages that are available because I know that a lot of you are interested in the languages available. So I'm just going to scroll through these. So quite a few available, as you can probably see, and hopefully you're able to see the one that you may be interested in. And that's about it for the languages. We also have Bluetooth on this TV box, and I will be playing a game later on, and I'm gonna have a Bluetooth gaming controller connected to the TV box. And here at more settings we can basically see everything else that is available. I've also checked and tried to see if the Play Store works properly, and I was able to install any app that I searched for, so no issues whatsoever with the Play Store. We also get root access from the factory, and for those of you that are interested in the digital rights management, this is the information that we get. So of course we are not going to be able to watch Netflix in HD. We also get Kodi 16.1 pre-installed, and I'm just going to open the system here and system info. Here I'm going to show you some information that we get, so I'm just going to scroll through these. So we don't have that much RAM available at this time, only about 900 megabytes free. And let me show you the add-ons that we get pre-installed on this TV box. So add-ons, so we do have quite a few. I'm just going to scroll through them. So quite a few installed, and I'm actually going to find a working one and we'll see how well it does. This one seems to work 95% of the time, so I'm just gonna try opening a random stream from here. And it did start right away, and I was expecting Kodi will do very good on this TV box, because if it does good on those Rockchip 3229 processors, it shouldn't be any issues with this one. Since we have Kodi opened, I have my USB stick plugged in here, and we'll check a couple of files. I already tried this one and I know that it actually works very good. So I just skipped forward a bit. Let me skip forward a bit more. So as you can probably tell, it does seem to work very good. The next file that I'm gonna try, it's gonna be a 4K file. So it's gonna be this 4K file at 60 frames per second basically. And I have the HDR mode turned off, if you remember from the settings there. Otherwise this file would not work. So this one does fairly good. The following one, it's another 4K file at 50 frames per second. And of course this one does good as well. So we'll stop this one, we'll move to the next file. So the next file, it's gonna be this one right here, and of course this one will do just fine as well. Basically all the files that I'm gonna try on this TV box will do okay, except for one, and I'm gonna show you that one in a second. The next one is this 720p file, and I'll just skip forward a bit. And as you can probably tell, this one does good as well. The next one, it's gonna be this one. And we'll skip this to the end. And for some reason the quality for this file, it's not as good as we've seen for past TV boxes. So keep that in mind. This one for some reason didn't have the greatest quality. This is the next one that we are gonna try. And again, this one doesn't have the best quality either for some reason. So these two, this one and the previous one, don't look that great. This is another 4K file filmed with my phone, so this is basically at 24 frames per second, but the quality on this one, it's great. So just the other two previous files, the quality wasn't the best. And this is the only file that's not gonna work at all on this TV box. So nothing is happening if I do that. And we're also gonna try this one. And of course this one is doing great as well. So basically all the files are gonna work okay, but keep in mind that we didn't get the greatest quality for this file and for this file. I'm not sure why. And I just wanted to touch quickly on the multitasking. So we have a couple of apps running in the background, so I'm just gonna open a few and see what happened to them. So all the apps that I'm opening still seem to be running in the background, so none of them actually had to be reloaded. Let's see what happens with Kodi. If Kodi's, so Kodi is still running in the background, and that's a good thing. So most apps running in the background seem to be still running in the background. I have the YouTube app opened, and the maximum resolution on YouTube it's 1080p at 60 frames per second. Keep in mind that this could be different if you have a different TV connected to this TV box. My TV has a maximum resolution of 1080p, so I'm not sure if you'd be able to actually watch 4K videos. I highly doubt it, but everything is possible these days. And as you can probably tell, the YouTube app seems to go very smooth, so all the videos that we are checking out seem to go very smooth at 1080p at 60 frames per second. And for the first gaming test, I have FIFA 16 going, and as you can probably tell, it does seem to go extremely smooth, and the picture is very clear as well. So let's see if we can score a goal here. Oh, look at me going. So FIFA 16 does seem to work very good, and I'm also gonna be trying Real Racing 3 right after this. So let me just play for another couple of seconds. Let's score one more goal. Look at me going. So yeah, definitely FIFA 16 works really good. And for the second gaming test, I have Real Racing 3 going, and as you'd probably expect, this one also does very good as well. So basically all the games that you're gonna try to play on the R68 II will do just fine. And currently I have a Bluetooth gaming controller connected to the TV box through Bluetooth, obviously. And it's time to conclude this video. So if you don't like the launcher that comes pre-installed, you can always install Nova Launcher. I have Nova Launcher installed here, and you can basically install any launcher available in the Play Store. I'm very happy to say that the Wi-Fi works really good on this TV box, so you don't actually have to use it with a cable. You can just use it over Wi-Fi because it does work very good. All the apps that I tried seem to do extremely good, so no issues with any apps, no apps crashed or anything like that. So everything seemed to do fairly good. My only disappointment about this TV box was the fact that DTS Sound and Dolby Digital Sound didn't work properly with Kodi. So if you're big into movies with surround sound, you're gonna have to use that movie player that comes pre-installed with the box. Other than that, everything seemed to work fairly good on the Beelink R68 II. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you do have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you did like it, press that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.